The analysts. So the goal of this workshop is to understand what being an analyst is and how it will help generate you more leads. And here's what we will cover. What an analyst is and why it is needed to generate leads. The 4 different types of analysts. Understanding your own personality and adapting it for success. And how to be curious at everything. What is an analyst? An analyst is someone who reviews data and information about a specific subject and looks at ways to improve and excel. Someone who tries to understand what is not working and to get the jigsaw to fit perfectly. Being an analyst requires a lot of patience and perseverance. I like to think of an analyst as a bit of a detective, so someone who goes undercover to solve a mystery. The biggest mystery you have right now is how to generate tons of leads per day without spending a penny on ads. Am I right? What is a personality type? So a personality type refers to a psychological classification of different types of individuals. And personality types are sometimes distinguished from personality traits, with the latter embodying a smaller group of behavioral tendencies. There are a total of 16 personality types, which are heavily backed by research. And you have 4 main categories. So we've got analysts, we've got diplomats, sentinels, and the explorers. And why does it matter? Well, by understanding your own personality type, you can then learn more about what you need to do in order to create the desired behavior of an analyst. Because remember, an analyst personality type is required to generate leads and to be good at lead generation. So, for example, if you're the entertainer personality type, then you may get bored quite easily. So, for a long time, you may have just thought, well, okay, that's just me. That's just the way I am. But if you want to be successful at generating leads, you will need to become aware of your own behaviors so that you can adapt them to be that of an analyst, so a problem solver. And there are 4 different types of analysts. So we've got the architect, who's imaginative and strategic with a plan for everything. There's the logician, innovative inventor with an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. Commander, bold, imaginative, strong-willed leaders, always finding a way or making one. And debater, so smart, curious thinkers who cannot resist an intellectual challenge. So there are 4 different types of analysts, 16 personality types in total. So 25% chance of being an analyst. But what do all analysts have in common? They have the ability to make calculated decisions and strategic thinking. Their solution-orientated approach to pretty much whatever problem they have in hand. And they validate their feelings against their hypothesis. They're relentless self-improvers. So once they recognize a flaw, they will fix it. And you need to become a detective. So analyze your strategy for improvements. Conduct research to understand your prospects better. Test, iterate, and refine your lead generation strategy. Look for bottlenecks and things holding you back, and have tons of perseverance. Be curious. So, ever heard the saying, curiosity killed the cat? Well, this type of phrase usually means you will get into trouble for being too curious, but not in lead generation. So with lead generation, we need to become super curious about our prospects. We need to know exactly what is going on in their lives, their thoughts and feelings. You may get into so much trouble that you actually end up making a fortune by becoming curious. So now it doesn't seem like too much of a bad thing, does it? And let's take a look at your current strategy, your current lead generation strategy. So these are the types of questions you may ask when something isn't working. Okay, how can I make this better? What do I need to do to solve this problem? Where can I learn more about this to become an expert? Who can help me fix this? How can I solve this problem? What can I do that I haven't already done? Why is this a problem? And am I adopting the mindset of an analyst? So learning will help you to improve your strategy and will help you to master lead generation just by asking some really, really straightforward questions. These types of questions may appear when your sales funnel or web page isn't converting like you want it to, your telephone calls aren't getting you the customers, your social media posts aren't generating the engagement you would like, nobody's buying from you, and your Facebook group isn't growing. Your homework is to find out your own personality type. So if you head over to www.16personalities.com, there is a 12-minute quiz that you can undertake, which will tell you your personality type. And based upon this personality type, you can then compare it with that of an analyst. So you can look at your different types of behaviors and what you would need to do to adopt an analytical mindset.